Hey everyone, I had a hot bath. Closing my door because I got neighbours sniffing around. It's nice out, it's been nice and sunny again. Not really got much to talk about. Kind of pooped out. I worked out like 5 hours yesterday, 4 hours the day before, and I'm kind of getting a little bit tired. It's the weekend, so I feel less anxious. Monday to Friday, I'm like, right, what can I do? What can I do? I booked another doctor's appointment. I've just got like a freckle on my head that's kind of growing, and hoping it's not anything too serious, but I should go and get it checked out. I've kind of left it. I noticed it about 8 months ago, and I go on the tanning bed, so I called up the emergency line. I called the doctors. They said, we've got nothing. Call the emergency line. Call the emergency line. They got me an urgent appointment for Monday, and I asked if they can chisel things off, and they said no, it would be a referral to not the neurologist, a dermatologist. So I don't like things like this. There are things, I just kind of sat down today and I thought, what is making me anxious, and do something about it. So that was kind of, every morning I'm doing my makeup and looking at myself and I can notice this new freckle, hoping it's just some kind of sun damage and not, anything too serious. But it is what it is. I got Asia some DVDs yesterday so she can chill out this weekend. She's going to her friends tomorrow for Eid. I'm seeing my friend Patricia next weekend. I will just work out and continue doing the right thing, all I can really do. I think I'm going to look at a part-time job while I'm waiting for Facebook to get back to me, see if there's something local. Obviously, the further I expand with looking for a job, the more chances I've got of finding a job. But then it's like it takes an hour and a half to 2 hours to get up to the city of London. And so I end up spending like over 4 hours on travel, and I don't get paid during that time. So ideally, if there is something closer to home, and God forbid anything happens to my daughter, I'm not too far away. She can always come to me. I can always leave and get to her quite quickly. It's an awful thing not having family and raising a child. It's not a good feeling. And I'm not just going to make friends with anybody because I don't want to be alone. A lot of the time people seek more of me than I'm able to give them. So I'm happy to help my neighbor out every, once a week or something like that. Really focused on myself. Every day I'm thinking I'm exercising, I'm putting all of my energy into me. My money goes into food that goes into me or my daughter. And I think that's the best investment, is myself. It's something that I have, neglected for a long time. And I'm also focusing more on calming down and appreciating what I have while I have it. And I did that to an extent, raising the kids, but now it's like, it's very quiet. My son's not here. There's no crazy bipolar husband anywhere, and kind of breathing, appreciating myself, and just acknowledging the room and, other people's energies out there. And it's tricky. It's tricky. The world it can be a dark and cruel place, but it is what we make of it. So if you can't find good, then be good. That's my argument. I've started to follow Bonnie Blue, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, whoa, I knew it, she's getting naked and all this kind of stuff. I have a lot of different opinions. I'll do another video in a little while on my argument to it all. Obviously there are some normal men that are healthy and respect women, and they wouldn't disrespect a woman by paying for stuff like that, by watching stuff like that. It's quite offensive stuff. It's not how we would like anybody to be treated. It angers me if anybody shows me, like a woman, it's not so much even the men, because the men are kind of something else, or can be, not all men, but it does upset me. I just feel bad for the women. Maybe they're making lots of money, they've been hurt and they're damaged, and there's excuses for everything. Is it going to make you happy? There's and also the common sense side of things with diseases, obviously the reputation, You know, you're not going to be happy. You're going to feel bad about yourself. And when the adrenaline of making loads of money starts to calm down, you're left with the reality of what you've done, the shame. And I do not believe, maybe some people don't feel any shame, and that's fine, and that's what they're doing. I think if you are someone, like that saying, if you feel no shame, then do as you wish. And that's exactly how it is. There are people doing things behind closed doors. With me, I not so much respect, but I'd rather with people, what you get is what you see, rather than some woman that's behaving super mousy and talking the talk, etc., and then, you know, cheating on a husband. That for me is so much worse. Lying. I don't like liars. So if a woman's like, yeah, you know, I'm a stripper and that's what I do and I make the money and I really, you know, but that I can, you know, I can accept that more than a woman that's got this husband that adores her, loves her, would die for her, and she's getting it off with some guy at work or the guy that lives up the road or the town's F-boy. There's, for me, in my heart, there are some things that are worse. It's all bad, you know, and nobody's perfect, but I don't think that anyone deserves, you know, to be disrespected. And I think everything is about respect. However, I do appreciate that men do have needs, and things can take a sour turn in the world when men do not get those needs met, maybe due to poverty, they're not able to, you know, and it's a tricky thing. And I suppose, is there a right or a wrong? Well, yeah, there is, but there's a lot of right and wrong. And we are not God to judge, and your good deeds wipe out your bad deeds. So I hope everyone is going to have a nice weekend. I hope everyone's happy and feeling good. And I don't know what else to say. So I'll do another message in a little while. See ya.